good evening. Welcome to another episode of Avalon Raceway Show. Tonight featuring the President's Cup and the almighty sprint cars. Half a dozen Americans make up part of this big field here tonight, including all the gun Australians, Brooke Tatnall, Danny Reedy, not in action unfortunately, but as I said, Kerry McCall, Shane Stewart, Danny Smith, just to name a few. But to start the show, we're going to do an interview that we recorded just recently with one of the big men, one of the main movers in Australian sprint car racing. And that, of course, is Jeff Kendrick, the owner of the two-car team, featuring Kerry Madsen and Jason Kendrick. Well, we're with Jeff Kendrick, the owner of the two-car team out of West Australia. Welcome back to Avalon, Jeff.
Thank you very much. Great to be here.
Mate, you're running a two-car team, as you have done for so many years with your young son in the second car. How's he progressing over here?
He's doing great. We've obviously, Jason's been running for a couple of years back home, and we've brought him over here just to get some experience. If anyone thinks that they're going to stay home around their own backyard and progress into a great racer, that'll never happen. To come over here and do all these little racetracks around here, we're actually, our tour this year is 20 race meetings in 30 days, so that's a pretty decent sort of schedule. And hopefully we don't expect him to qualify for A mains. We don't expect him to do anything bar doing laps. If he does laps and finishes races and keeps it on the black bits, we're very happy.
How's the relationship with Kerry and young Jason? Being that Kerry's not exactly old, but a lot of experience. Is Jason learning a lot from Kerry? Oh
yeah, they get on really good together. In fact, Jason and Kerry's brother, who actually won last night at Parramatta, congratulations, Ian. They're really good friends, so they know each other from being in the States together, and they get on good. So Kerry and Jason get on good, and he's learning a lot off Kerry, and that's the thing. I mean, I believe Kerry's the best race car driver in Australia. I've said it many times, and we're still young in our relationship together in our team. And it has to be built, it has to be put together and worked on properly, and we're getting better every night. So we're extremely happy, and especially the way Jason gets on with Kerry and Kerry gives him tips, it's great.
I was going to ask you the question of how was that relationship between Kerry and yourself coming together?
No, it's really good. As I said, it's like a marriage, The first couple of times you got to learn. You got to learn to actually work with each other.
Coming out of the West, it's always a hard deal. You've got this fantastic truck. You've always set the presentation level very, very high.
Well, I believe if you have a look at our truck and trailer, it's what you're going to actually see in sprint car racing in the future. The future of people travelling on the road and getting around in an open trailer and a couple of spare wheels and a front axle, that's all over and done with. If you want to have a good team and be professional and actually get sponsors on board, you're going to have to do it the right way. I believe what I've tried to do is lift the standards to V8 supercar level, where we have a B-double trailer, we have 2 complete spare cars in the roof, as well as a living section down the bottom. We have a storage area there as well, and obviously the 2 cars in the back. We're carrying 8 engines, we're carrying 150 tyres, we're carrying 4 rear ends, 10 front ends. I mean, it goes on and on and on. But that's what you're going to have to do. If you want to go and do 20 race meetings in 30 days, you better be prepared, otherwise it ain't going to work.
I was going to say the logistics of doing what you do when you come away from your home base, which is on the outside of the country, you've got to have that, or it's just not going to work, is it?
Oh, definitely, and it's actually a team effort between all of our sponsors, whether it be 92.9 or whether it be Bob Gavinich or whether it be Castrol or whether it be, Earthex, and I can name a dozen different sponsors, and all of them help us. Every one of them help us. And if you put that package together correctly, end result is what you look at,
Now, you said, in your opinion, Kerry's one of the best sprint car racers in Australia, and I'd probably agree with that. You've had some good Americans in your cars over the years as well. How does Kerry rate with those guys?
Really good. I've had a lot of good races in my cars, and we've won a lot of races over the years. I think that my working relationship with Kerry is as good as it has been with any of the other ones. Last year we had Tim Schaefer driving for us, and he's a great racer too, but Kerry's every bit as good as him, and he's just as easy to work with, so it's great.
You're right, it's great. Talking about, you see the B-double situations being the way you're going, I just made a point before. I noticed that some of the other guys, like Danny Reedy and co, have gone from the articulated truck back to a smaller truck.
Yeah, it's a single race car for a single race car team. More and more in the sport, you're going to see 2-car teams, because it's actually you know, people think it's hard, but it's actually a more manageable situation where you can help each other out and exchange notes, I guess. Also, you know, you can use parts off each other's cars, and second-hand tyres can go into Jason's car. You know, he doesn't get all the new stuff. He gets the old stuff because...
He's not spoiled then.
Oh, definitely not. He's got to learn to race, and he's got to work on them. If he doesn't work on them and he doesn't train and he doesn't do all the things that are required to be a race car driver, well, he won't be driving a race car.
You're going to have a fun time over the next couple of weeks. I know you always enjoy your racing. Good luck with it.
No worries. Thank you very much, and thank you very much to everyone in Victoria for supporting us so well, and the great crowds have had all down Speed Week, which is something that's very important. Is Speed Week is obviously World Series. Every crowd has been a record crowd, which isn't it wonderful? I mean, is it wonderful that we have record car counts, record crowds at all the racetracks? Promoters are putting a couple of dollars in their pocket. You know, World Series is in a great way.
Well, and you should take a bit of the credit for that, because I know behind the scenes in the off-season you've been one of the prime movers in rejuvenating this whole system, the whole series, and congratulations to you on that.
No, thank you very much.
Well, Trevor Green, welcome back to Avalon.
Thanks a lot.
First of all, after that big crash at Toowoomba, how are you feeling right now?
Yeah, I'm actually feeling pretty good the last couple of weeks. Got rid of the brace and starting to move around and do a little bit and help the boys out. And yeah, it's still not right, but it's definitely a lot better than what it was.
It's going to be the end of the season for you, though.
Yeah, I've got to go back to the specialist on the 29th of January. They're going to re-X-ray everything, see where everything's at. And I'm still maybe hoping if I can get it, if they give me a clearance, maybe a couple of weeks before Darwin, I might be able to go and do a couple of races somewhere and go up there. But if not, we're just setting ourselves for next year. That's
a good point, actually. Yeah, you may miss out on the Oz title at Darwin.
Yeah, well, I've missed out on a lot of racing so far this year. So what's another race? It's, you know, you only get one back, and I'll just be doing whatever they tell me to do.
So in the meantime, you decided to put Danny Smith in the car. That's going pretty well for you.
Yeah, we've had some good nights. We've had some ordinary nights. Last week, our equipment failed for him, so he didn't make any money last week. It was disappointing. He's had a pretty decent run. It's very tough out there at the moment. Like, you're seeing some real good cars missing races, and if you can run top 5, top 6 as he's done when he's finished, you can't ask for any more than that.
Well, he had second last time out in the World Series around here, so that wasn't too bad.
Yeah, they've got a weird format here tonight, though, and we missed qualifying a little bit, so you either had to be in the top 6 or the last 6, because otherwise he's stuck in the middle, and it's one groove out there, so we're sort of just going around as everyone else is. So hopefully they stop watering it and let it widen up and try and get 2 grooves so he can do something, because I think we're going to be deep in the B, I think.
And an extra tough heat as well. Of the 6 Americans here tonight, 5 of them were in that heat with him.
Well, all year there's no easy heat anywhere you go anymore. So I remember when I first started all those years ago, there used to be 24, 25 cars. Now everywhere you go is 45, 50 cars. So there's no easy heat. Any race you win is a good win, because it's such good fields everywhere.
Well, it's great to see you walking around without the brace, and it's glad to hear that you're feeling a little better. And look, it's a shame that you're going to have to sit out the season, but good luck if you can get it back for the Oz title in Darwin.
No worries. Thanks, mate.